Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another Beatles Finds video. As you can see, the last couple of videos for Beatles Finds I've been making here in the living room on the couch instead of in my usual Beatles room. It's a lot easier, I find, to zoom in on certain details that you might want to show this way. So I'm going to return to being on camera for these in the future, but right now I'm having fun doing it this way. All right, so the first thing I want to show you are a few Parlophone, I don't know if I call them originals, early pressings, I think I call them, that are in shrink wrap. Now, when I say shrink wrap, obviously these albums were not originally shrunk. I believe these are re-shrunk at some point because there are some imperfections. But these are nice presentations. Anyway, like this particular one here, you know, it has a sticker here that says, especially imported by EMI Records Limited. I mean, I like that. And I was doing some research in a book, and I'll show you a clip from that to prove to myself that, of course, this is not the first pressing. There were little things I found out, like it's missing a box here with some information that's supposed to be on the original. It's not there, although it does have the little credit down here. Printed and made by Ernest J. Day. But you see, these are the reasons why I'm saying I'm not, you know, obviously these are re-shrunk. I mean, a lot of the imperfections here are underneath the shrink wrapping. You see, all this dirt and stuff under the shrink wrap. So I don't know what the deal is with these. Anyway, let me show you that book clip of why this is a pain in the neck for me. But before I do, I'll just show you. I know that the original labels of the first pressings have gold label. Excuse, this is not an original gold label. It's later on with the Parlophone in yellow. But look at the clip. Okay, here's a copy of the excellent book Beatles for Sale on Parlophone Records by Bruce Spicer. I was utilizing this book in order to try to find some information. You know who's really good at this? Beatle Vinyl 85, Marv. He's really good at this information. So, of course, this is the original gold label, which, of course, this record is not. But I was going through all this information here, folks, and I have to tell you, this stuff will drive you crazy. Look at these numbers, you know, and all this information. And then you turn the page, and there are so many variations. You know, which ones here have, over here, recording first published 1963 in the corner, which ones do not have that in the corner, and which ones have all these variations. Beechwood, some of them here say made in Great Britain. Look, it's just, I don't have the patience for this. More power to you. So I know that this particular album that I have here, look how many pages there are on various label variants. I don't have the patience for this. More power to you if you can handle all of this stuff. And does it really matter in the end? You know, I don't know. It's either original with gold label or it's not. Okay, so you see what I'm saying, right? It's pretty nice, this, but you know, it's not the first press. I think it's probably a later 63 press or a 64 press, but not the original. Now over here to the second album with the Beatles. Right away, one thing I noticed about this, it's also, you know, been shrunk wrap, but I noticed right away the cover is much clearer. You see, I had a copy of this. I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. Definitely an original from when it was released. Wish I still had it, but I don't. And the cover was a lot more faded as far as the pictures, darker, you know. When you have a darker cover where the images are not quite as crisp as this, then you know, I believe that it's really a first press. And I know that if Marv, Beatle Vinyl 85, is watching, he'll be able to help me out with this. Now also, let's see here, on the other side, this one does have the misprint. If I can find it there. You see, track number 3, you really gotta, G-O-T-T-A, gotta hold on me, like you got to. That's a mistake. It's supposed to be you really got a, you know, G-O-T space A. You really got a hold on me, not gotta. You know, so there's kind of a mistake. So the mistake is there, which is indicative of early presses of this album. But I was under the impression that you don't have a clearer photo like this when you have that mistake. So I don't know. I don't understand why the back is wrong, but the front cover is in a more blurry picture. I don't get it. But now when you zoom in over here, they fixed the mistake here on the record. You really got a hold on me. So these records, by the way, I should mention, are not in really good condition. I did not pay a lot for these records. I couldn't afford to right now. But that's why I picked them up, because they were not in the greatest shape. I listened to some of them. They play pretty well, although they're not minty or anything like that. And here we have the Help album. Same deal. Same collection, I guess. There's shrink wrap on here. But, you know, they're all mono, as you can see. But this is an example of what I mean by being reshrunk. Now, over here, there's something that's been written, it looks like in pen and then scraped off. This is underneath the shrink wrap, you know, right? So, and I think all three of these, if I'm not mistaken from the research that I could find out in the book, you know, they're not original first pressings, maybe second pressing, still in the year of release, I'm guessing. You know, relatively early, but not very first. Okay, also now we're going to go to something else here. This is something I picked up. This was a real curiosity. Of course, the title right away, I noticed. The Beatles Costello, which is some kind of independent group, I guess. And there's a picture of Buddy Holly there in the sink. And looks like it says Elvis Costello in the dishwasher. Washing the Defectives. Collectors, this record is pressed on rare black vinyl. And I actually played the whole thing. There were some liner notes here, and this was a lot of fun. Listening to this and reading a lot of this. And you can see here why it's like important to me to do this way of the video, where you can actually zoom in. 1978, Joe Pope, he did the Strawberry Fields Forever fan club. Okay, now this group, the Beatles Costello, first track is Soldier of Love, which the Beatles did on their BBC collection, and it's a very cool version by the Beatles Costello. And they also do a version of I Feel Fine, which is quite a different arrangement and a lot of fun. So this is an EP, in case you can tell by now. And over here, Theme from a Summer Place, which is really interesting, the version they do. And also Out of Limits, which I'm not sure, but is this a Ventures song or somebody like that's an instrumental that I've heard before? Different arrangement again, but there are 4 tracks here that really are interesting. So I enjoyed picking this up. Okay, next up, the 1999 Yellow Submarine Song Track LP. I had this, but I didn't have it with this really cool hype sticker here. Yellow Submarine feature film, available on video and DVD. Now, actually, I'm noticing this shrink is very loose and it comes off. So I think I will take the shrink off. And also, this sticker seems to be affixed to the actual cover, not on the wrap. Taking the shrink off, I can open it up. Hey, that's a nice gatefold. Makes you really want to take the shrink off in the future, you know? You can actually get to see this stuff. Really nice images from the movie. And I should mention that this particular version of the record is on yellow wax. Okay, really nice. Okay, now, here's a gift that I received from my good friend Mark P. And he was very nice and sent me this, I guess, as a Christmas gift. I haven't had a chance to open this yet or play it. And no, I don't have any of the archives McCartney set on these Red Rose Speedway or Wildlife. But that's always a beautiful photo there of Paul. It's not on the original album, It's on this reissue. The original one just has white backing with text on it. So thank you, Mark. Really nice addition to my collection. Okay, the last item I want to show for this particular video is one which I've had now for months, and I never got around to showing it. Every time I've made a video, I've forgotten to include this. It's a Tug of War, as you can see embossed there. And again, this is really good doing it this way here. You get close to a lot of details. The Tug of War Archives edition. And yes, we want to see the number on the back. 09299. I know a lot of you watching have already seen this before, so I'm going to just go through briefly for those who haven't. Okay, first here we have the CDs, and they are housed within. This is a little book. And as usual, got a lot of great photos. Ringo joining the sessions. George Martin. Tug of War, the song. There's the lyrics. How cool is it when Paul includes the lyric sheets? Denny Lane, really nice photos here in this. And this is why I like these archives editions, folks. Believe it or not, I like them for the extras. You know, I'm not. It's not so much the regular album. You know, you have the album anytime. It's a nice photo of Linda. Looking for some Stevie Wonder shots in here. This Carl Perkins, who appears on a song with Paul. There's Stevie. I've been waiting for pictures of Stevie. You know, it amazes me when I look at a lot of these pictures, I have to say how Ringo looked then compared to now. I mean, geez, Ringo looks like he's had a few too many, but he's in good shape now and has been for the past 30, almost 31 years. As if that wasn't enough, there's another book. It's the album cover photo. Promotional stuff. Obviously, Paul's very, very proud of this one. 5 stars. McCartney's gem. And he was getting trashed a lot up to this point. I could show pictures all day. As you can see, there are a lot of great shots there. Anyway, that's all she wrote for this edition. Thanks, everybody. Look forward to the next one with you.